where does vitamin D come from?
Well, like I said, there's a lot of things in this world.
Help our audience understand.
There's nothing really free in this world except what God has given us, which is the sun. And the sun gives out your vitamin D, being absorbed. Of course, when the absorption through the cholesterol converts to vitamin D, that was absorbed. They recommend,
how much sun? How much sun?
They recommend on a daily basis 30 minutes in the sun.
Right.
You could have your sunblock on. It's not going to inhibit that. It's being 30 minutes outside, just enjoying the weather, you get that vitamin D.
Right. So you don't want to get burned.
You do not want to get burned.
So the UVB rays will still go through and convert cholesterol to vitamin D, even if you have sunblock on.
Correct.
That's very interesting. Well, what about foods?
Well, you definitely, with milk, eggs, those are some of the high vitamin D substances within the foods. Of course, the fortified foods, which you have your cereal, breads, as well as the dairy products.
Right, because a lot of these foods are now fortified, as you said, with vitamin D.
With vitamin D.
Right. Well, what about fish? I mean, I've always told
Well, there's an amazing array. We get saltwater fish or freshwater fish. You're looking at salmon, tilapia, and from the south, catfish.
Right. Well, what do I do about all the mercury?
Well, those are low mercury fish. As we go, as for the scavenging fish, as for the high mercury, they too have it. But remember, you want to keep on the low end of consuming. You don't want to consume it on a daily basis.
Now, what about seniors who are bedridden, and how do they get their
well, fantastically, you get it as a supplement.
So you can supplement.
You could supplement. You can supplement.
And is this something that my doctor has to prescribe, or is this something
over
I
the
can
counter?
Over the counter.
Over the counter.
So I'm looking for vitamin D.
Normally, what's great is the D3.
D3. Okay.
Okay.
How much D3 am I talking about?
Well, depending on the age range. If you're talking about as for adults or elderly, normal recommendation is about 1,000 international units, IUs that they say. But you could bump it up to about 1,500 to probably 2,000 for the African American culture in order to get that and make sure you have enough of the vitamin D. Now, as for infants to children, the recommendation is about 200 international units, which they're also getting it from other various sources. And teenagers themselves, with the multivitamins that you have accompanying them on a daily basis, should be about 400 international units. So that's something that you could look at in the back of the actual the bottle, just to make sure you're getting what the daily recommendation is.
They don't need to OD or to overdose on this, right? But the point here is that if you are dark-skinned, you probably need more to supplement more than if you are fair-skinned.